I welcome you all to this video. In the last video, we have discussed about the max function. Now in this video, we will discuss about minimum function, right? So I will simply click here on new query and it will open a new query window for us. And again, you can see at the top that our database, that is sales database, is already selected and our DBO sales table resides in this database and we have to use that table only. So let's run a simple select statement on that table first of all. So we can write select star from dbo.sales. If I will execute this statement written in line number 3, if I'll select it and if I'll execute it, so you can see that this is the data that we have. Now let's say there's a requirement that is given to you and you have to tell the minimum value from the quantity column. So we can write select minimum. For minimum we have a function min, that is min, and inside the bracket you can write the name of the quantity column, close the bracket, from dbo.sales. Now let's select the statement written in line number 5 and let's execute it. So you can see that the minimum quantity sold was 5 units. That's why here the output shows 5. And you can see that this column is not having any name. So at the top, no column name is written. So we can provide an alias name to this column. So just before the from keyword in line number 5, in the square brackets, we can write minimum quantity. And now if we will execute the statement written in line number 5, you will see that the name of the column, output column, is also updated. Now, let's say we want to know about the minimum value in date column. So I'll again execute the select statement written in line number 3. I will select it and I will simply click on execute. So this is the table. Now let's say we want to know about the minimum date from the sale date column. So we will write select min sale date. And let's give it an alias name. So inside the square brackets, we can write minimum sales date from dbo.sales. Now let's select the statement written in line number 7 and let's execute it. So you can see that the minimum sales date available is 1st August 2023. So that is being shown to us here. Now let's say we want to find out the minimum value from the payment method column. So I will again execute the select statement written in line number 3 to see the data that we have. And this is the data that we have. Now let's say we want to know about the minimum value from the column payment method. So I will come to line number 9 and I will write select minimum, that is min function. So we can write min, bracket open, payment method, and let's provide it an alias name. So we can write minimum pay method from dbo.sales. Now let's select the statement written in line number 9 and let's execute it. So you can see that the minimum value available in this column is cash. So it must have sorted the values in ascending order and then the minimum value is being shown to us. So you should also keep one more thing in your mind, that while using this minimum function or min function, if I will execute this simple select statement again, so you will see that in this payment method column, we are having null values. So when min function will be executed, this will ignore the null values, right? So it was all about some of the examples of min function. Now let's use this function along with the group by clause. So let's say there's a requirement that is given to you. Here you can see that we have 3 distinct store IDs. So let's say we have store ID 1, then we have store ID 2, then we have store ID 3. So in all, we are having 3 distinct store IDs. Let's say for each one of these store ID, we want to know about the minimum total amount. We are interested in knowing about the minimum total amount value for each one of these store ID. Like for example, if I'll talk about record number 1 and 2. So for record number 1, store ID is 1 and the total amount is 200. For record number 2, although the store ID is 1, but the total amount is 150. So you can see that the total amount is different for both the cases. So if I'll talk about minimum of the first two records, so you can see 150 is the minimum. So in that sense, for each one of the distinct store IDs, we want to tell about the minimum total amount value. So we can write, here we have to tell, show minimum total amount for each store ID. So we can achieve this by writing a simple select statement. So we can write select store ID, comma, min function, bracket open, total amount. These are the names of the columns, total amount and store ID, from dbo.sales. And then in the next line, we can use the group by clause. And as of now, you can see that in the select statement, we have two columns, total amount column and store ID column. But along with the total amount column, minimum function is being used, right? Min function is being used. It means some aggregation is being applied to this total amount column. So there is no need to mention this column in the group by clause. But there is one more column in the select statement on which no such aggregation is being used, but it is present in the select statement. So that's why this store ID will have to be written after the group by clause as well. So we'll copy it and we'll paste it just after the group by clause. Now let's select the statement written in line number 12 and 13 and let's execute it. So you can see that for each store ID, the minimum total amount value is being shown. As of now, we have not provided any alias name to the new column that is created. So no column name is written here at the top. We can provide an alias to this column minimum total amount. So just before the from keyword, inside the square brackets, we can write minimum total amount. And now let's execute these statement written in line 12 and 13. So first of all, select line 12 and 13 and simply click on execute. So you can now see that for each one of the store IDs, minimum total amount is being shown, right? So in that way, we can use minimum function along with the group by clause. We will take more examples in the upcoming sessions. And we will try to understand more about the group by clause, but about the aggregate functions and how to use them with the group by clause, I think that's all for this video. And we will meet in the next session. We'll discuss about other topics. Till then, thank you.